I just spent $79 in trying out AI headshots by BetterPic.io. And in this video, I will show you my results, I will show you the customization options, and I will also compare this with the other AI headshot generators that I've tested, because I have actually spent over $2,000 in those in total. If you like what you see, you can find a discount code in the description of the video, but now let's see the results. So here are the AI generated headshots, and before I show you this in full size, let me actually show you a bunch of images of myself. These are the real images that I sent to the AI, and I'm showing these just so that you can compare what I actually look like in the real life compared to these AI headshots that I got back from BetterPic. So now that you kind of know what I look like, let's move on to the results. So here we can start to scroll through these, and these are super realistic and look exactly like me. So for instance, this one or this one, there's really no way to tell that these are AI generated headshots. So I would say that at least like 50% of the images that I got back are something that I'm very much satisfied with and that are very hard for somebody to tell if these are AI generated or real photos. So in that sense, the AI absolutely nailed it. And there are only a couple of ones where you have some blemishes and artificial vibes that you can't really use on your social media sites. But come on, for instance, look at this. This is so cool. And perhaps the only issue with some of these is that they look a bit too smooth to be real photos. For instance, here in this photo, if you zoom in a bit closer, it looks way too smooth. And also my teeth are a bit strange, my beard and mustache, and also my skin, all those look a bit artificial, but that's not an issue with most of the photos. But also, one of the reasons why BetterPic is such a good AI headshot generator is not only because of these results, but also because of these AI edits. So, for instance, if we take this image, we can do something like, for instance, we can click on the BP AI edit, and just an example, we can do something like use this magic fix feature. We can choose the brush size, and then I can paint over here. And for example, I can type in something like add a red tie. And if I hit generate photos, it will take a minute or two, and it will then generate me a bunch of photos where I'm wearing a red tie. And here you can actually see how realistic that actually turned out to be. So this is super cool. So if you're not happy with the results, if you want to do some changes, fix some blemishes, add objects, remove objects, whatever it is, you can do these edits here freely. So that's pretty cool. And I saved you the time of having to wait for me to do these edits and wait for the images to render. So I will actually just show you a bunch of edits that I did. So in this part, here you're seeing all these AI generated headshots. So this was the original photo shoot, or the original AI photo shoot rather. So just an example, I did a couple of renditions of this photo because I thought it would look pretty cool. So what I did was I chose the AI edit, and for instance here I wanted to change the clothing. So I chose the clothing option here, and then I chose formal, I think, and then I went with navy blue. And after a couple of minutes, I got back these photos. So as you can see, it is the original AI generated photo, but my clothing changes in this picture. So for instance, here it looks pretty much exactly what I wanted it to. And also, as you can see, not all of these edits are perfect. So here I'm still wearing a brown jacket, even though I specifically asked for a navy blue jacket. But that's not an issue because most of these images usually turn out well. But just something to keep in mind is that the AI isn't always perfect. But for the most part, these edits are super cool. So for instance, let's try another one. I think I went with this photo. I noticed that my eye color isn't exactly what it is in the real life. So what I did again was I clicked on the BP AI edit button, and then I went with eyes, and then I chose a green color, and then I hit generate photos, and after about like a minute or two, I got this picture. So here you can see the eye color changes throughout these photos, but other than that, the image remains exactly the same. So that's also something you can do. Then let's move on to the next set of edits. So one of the useful features here is if you have a photo that the AI generated where your face is too close to the camera, what you can also do is you can add background into the photo. So just an example, this one's pretty cool, but I think that especially because I look a bit tired in this photo, I'd like to appear a bit further from the camera. So what I can do again here is I can click on BP AI Edit, and then I can do the expand, and then I can even choose how I would like to expand it. So for instance, if I want to add stuff to the left, I can choose this slider, or if I don't want to add anything to the left, but I want to add something to the right, I can choose this slider. So I can basically just format the photo or create this kind of a template for the AI to fill in. And then once I hit generate, once again, it took a minute or two, and then I got these headshots back. And as you can see, now there's way more information in the photo, and I'm not that close to the camera. So this can also be something useful, especially if you have a photo where you're too close and where you'd like to have some more background. So the AI expansion feature is pretty cool. Then also one thing, well, this is kind of self-explanatory, but I can still show you the original photo. So you can also add a colorized background into your headshots. I actually don't remember what image I did this with. Oh, it's actually this one. So here is a photo that the AI generated, and I think it looks cool, but I think that I could actually remove the background and make a different version of it. So here's the AI generated result. So if you choose the BP AI Edit and you do the colored background option, you can choose one of these gradients and solid colors as well. So I did that with this image, and I think it looks pretty cool. Then I also did this background swapping edit. So instead of using a background that comes with one of these photos, I think it was this photo, I took the BP AI Edit option again, and then I asked it to change the background. So here I did medical. You could do legal, education, real estate, retail, studio, Christmas, whatever. I did medical, and the results are like this. So once again, after only a minute or two of waiting, here are the results that I got back. Obviously, this doesn't make any sense here because I'm wearing this kind of a black casual or business casual attire, and I'm in a, like, clearly I'm in a hospital or somewhere, so it doesn't really make sense, but you can tweak the options. And for instance, to make this photo look a bit better, I could probably do something like BP AI Edit, and I could also change the clothing to, for instance, medical right over here, and then I would get something more accurate. But that's just to show you what's possible here. And then I also mentioned the hat example. So this one is the only one that actually failed. So I tried it with a photo like that looked pretty much like this. So I went with BP AI Edit, and I did the magic fix. I chose the brush size, and then I colored my hair and my head, and then I told it to add a hat, and then I generated the photos. But these are the results. So 2 of the photos did not appear with a hat, and the only 2 that had the hat on look absolutely terrible. So the hat doesn't really look like that much of a realistic way to wear it, at least. And just the only thing to keep in mind is that once you do these edits, so here are the AI photo shoots, and once you choose one of these, you do the edits, you're going to lose some credits. And I think that it's going to show you the number of credits you're going to spend. So for instance, if I do clothing and I do the medical, or let's do casual navy blue, it is going to spend generating 4 new photos, and it's going to spend 10 credits. So if you run out of credits, you have to buy more of those. So that's just something to keep in mind. But now, how on earth does this BetterPic.io AI headshot generator compare to these other AI headshots? Well, as a spoiler, I can tell that this is still my favorite AI headshot generator that I have ever tested, and that's simply because of the realistic results as well as the edits. And also, actually, there's one more thing that I forgot to mention. So you also have the human edit option. So if there's something you can't fix with all of these AI edits, you can choose one of the photos, you can do the BP AI edit, you can do the human edit, and you can literally tell, for instance, to fix the smile or make the teeth look more natural, or you can even do the other and tell whatever you basically want to, and then there will be a real photo editor, a real human that will finalize the photo to make it look exactly like yours. So that's one of the key features here that I forgot to mention, and I have tried it in the past. It works very well. The professional editors are really good at what they're doing, so they will come back with an image that is just awesome. But yeah, so how does this compare with these other AI headshot generators? As I said, it's the best one, but obviously I want you to try ChatGPT as well, because these days, thanks to the updates made in March, you can just upload an image of yourself to the chat box, even on the free plan, so you can actually try this for free, and you can tell to create a professional headshot of this person, and then it will return something like this. I don't know what you think about these, especially if you compare this to this. You're probably going to be like, okay, this is pretty close. But one thing I have noticed while I have tested these headshots with other people is that they are not really that happy. And for instance, right now that I see my headshots that the ChatGPT generated, these look nothing like me. So these are absolutely unrecognizable from my point of view. Your opinion might vary, and it's hard to argue against that. But I want you to try this, but I will guarantee you that you're not going to be satisfied with the results. These are like, I'd say 6 or 7 out of 10 compared to the BetterPic AI headshots. And also, you're not going to be able to do this for free for more than like 2 or 3 photos. And on top of that, if you want to create like 50 headshots the way BetterPic does, you'd have to spend a long time, because it takes at least like a minute or two to create one. So you'd have to spend like 3 hours when creating a photo shoot like this. So the BetterPic is also a lot faster. And then also there's another way to get your headshots, which is even easier than using BetterPic and more accurate than using ChatGPT, and that is Fiverr. Although I don't think that the results are exactly as good as BetterPic, but these are more customizable and this is easier for you. So if you want to try this, I have left a link to the description. So basically, you head over to Fiverr, you choose an AI headshot generator gig from one of these providers. Here, for instance, I have tried out Ganu before, and he is really good at what he does. He gave me really good headshots, and right now I will show you those. So there is this funny one where I'm celebrating a goal. Then we have this kind of an action movie style headshot of myself. We have more professional headshots. This one looks super awesome. It looks very much exactly the same as me. This one's great too. It's actually adding me some muscles, even though I'm a muscular guy to begin with. And then this one's pretty nice as well. So a realistic professional headshot. So this is also an option for you. And for instance, Ganu is going to give you the headshots for 24 euros, which is roughly like $27, I think. And for instance, on BetterPic, you have to pay for, I think, $35 for the cheapest plan and $79 for the most expensive plan if you want to do the human edits. And I have also left, speaking of the prices, I have left a discount code in the description of the video so that you can get 10% off of all of these plans. But yeah, that's my overall opinion and review of BetterPic.io. So I still think it is the best AI headshot generator in 2025. ChatGPT is getting there, but it's not even close, to be fair. Although you couldn't do something like this like 3 months ago, so this is already a giant leap for them. And then also the Fiverr headshot generator gigs, these are really good. You can customize the photos and there will be a real professional working for you to create the ideal headshots for you. And this can also be a lot cheaper. So definitely something worth experimenting if you don't want to pay over $30 for your headshots.